Some talk loud. I talk true. That's why they listen. I don't chase validation.
Stream Elements. Set Claus TCB Me Verse is now live. Streaming Super Mario Galaxy 2. Mods Appreciation Final Request. Whispered. Set. Live online under the category Super Mario Galaxy 2. The uptime begins.
I don't flinch when it burns, I just smile at the flame. I don't need permission to break what they fake. I don't run from the risk, I just teach it to shake. I speak what they fear to say. I don't kneel, I don't fade away. I'm the storm they avoid to face. The unmasked truth in a world of grace. I speak what they fear to say. I don't dress my words to obey. I'm the fire they hide from sight. The type of truth that doesn't ask if it's right. I don't beg for their silence, I don't owe them a sound. I don't seek their approval, I just shake up the ground. I'm the chill in the blaze, the fracture and doubt. The moment they realize what power looks like without shout. I don't wait for a signal, I don't knock on closed doors. I don't bluff when it's heavy, I just settle the scores. I'm the breath before thunder, the hush before change. I'm the reason there's safety suddenly feels strange. I don't whisper sugar to hide what I mean. I don't fit in the frame, I distort the whole scene. I speak what they fear to say. I don't kneel, I don't fade away. I'm the storm they avoid to face. The unmasked truth in a world of grace. I speak what they fear to say. I don't dress my words to obey. I'm the fire they hide from sight. The type of truth that doesn't ask if it's right. They speak to be light, I speak to be known. Only one of us exists when the lights are gone. I speak what they fear to say. I don't bend, I don't break, I don't sway. I'm the verse that refuses to bow. The truth they all dodge, but they hear it now. I speak what they fear to say. I don't flinch, I don't fade, I don't stray, I don't stray. I'm the kind of echo that stays, long after pride walks away. Truth ain't loud, it's undeniable.
Yo, yo, yo! Yo, 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 yo! Okay. I'm using different audio equipment this time around. It's, it's a temporary talking at a wireless headset. It's Turtle Beaks. It might have a little drop in quality to what you're used to by now, but hey, them's the breaks, you know. I still find it hilarious that some people think they can dictate what content people watch. And this is bouncing off of yesterday, like, how can you do your channel? Allow you to watch both of them? And it's really up to me what I watch and what I don't. And frankly, I don't need permission to watch the goddamn thing, so anyone thinking that, you can sit and spin. And speaking of, actually, that brings us to today's video that we're going to be reacting to. And yes, motherfuckers, it's going to be the one, the only Tim Pool. Because kiss my ass. Yeah, This is actually the first time I'm gonna be doing one of Tim Pool's videos, so this is gonna be awesome. The title is just simply "They Got Crushed." Tim, take it away.
Yeah.
And we're not gonna sit here through the entirety of the video, just a portion of it, like maybe half of it, because I kind of want to get to the game. And yeah, this is gonna be a game stream. Like I only want to cover like a portion of this video. I'm gonna get that out there. So let's go.
Yesterday, Illinois had
I'm gonna watch the rest of this video on my own time. You better believe I will. I absolutely will. Let's go. From the top.
Yesterday, Illinois held its primary elections, and the results will shock
I apologize for that skip. I don't know what happened there.
you. Or maybe not. The progressive left Democrats got completely
Wait.
blown out. That is, the people of Illinois.
Why did it speed up? Or I gotta refresh my keyboard. I'm terribly sorry.
Yesterday, Illinois held its primary elections, and the results will shock you. Or maybe not. The progressive left Democrats got completely blown out. That is, the people of Illinois said, we do not want this far left brand of democratic socialist or whatever. It would appear that the moderate Democrat types actually took a major victory. So the question arises, what will happen in this November's midterm? Kalshi is already predicting that Democrats have an
actually moderate Democrat. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pleasantly surprised by this. Really pleasantly surprised, because typically the ones who potentially gets the vote are the more insane types. Like the more radical left kind of candidate. I'm kind of happy we're seeing a moderate for once on their side. Oh shit, I didn't get to the ads in time. God damn it. Let me just bring the Twitch chat closer just so I can catch it at the corner of my eye. That's the time I'm gonna need to keep an especially close eye on. Like especially close eye on that, because wow. It would really help if I had a stream deck, but alas, I don't. I mean, like a physical one, not next to the app that's not connecting for whatever reason. I guess. Yeah. I was gonna get up to a side bit for a moment, but that's not wait until a little bit later. Let's continue. Actually, we should full screen this just so we can get all the Tim Pool and all his glory. Let's go.
85% chance to take the House, and thus Republicans will lose what little control they currently have. I think we are seeing the American people stepping up and saying no to the far left and to what we would describe as woke. And if the Democrats can get rid of these terrible candidates who have supported
It shouldn't come up to a surprise to you that I'm absolutely saying no to woke anything. No wokeness in our politics, no wokeness in our culture, no video games, no movies, no music, nothing. Just get woke out of everything. And I mean absolutely everything. Especially academia, where this whole problem spiraled out of control and actually became a nationwide problem.
Mackaloon policies, they may actually take power back in this country and convince the disaffected liberal types to once again vote for the Democratic Party. Now, that'd be shocking, because the challenge that I have, as many of you know, a disaffected liberal, is that many of these Democratic politicians have endorsed insane policies that are overtly racist.
I've also consider myself a disaffected liberal. I mean, I used to be on the Democrat side up until the 2016 election, and I keep seeing how Democrats constantly behave since the victory of Donald Trump, just whining about literally everything he does, calling him Hitler and everything, refusing to accept the election, and oh, later on, getting angry at you for not accepting the 2020 election, while still denying the 2016 election and the 2024 election. Yeah. Remember that before they tell you to accept whatever outcome of an election. But I digress.
Racist, or just outright, let's just call it crazy, like giving children trans surgery. And many of these progressive,
or if we're gonna put it more accurately, butchering their body, because that's all it boils down to at the end of the day. There's nothing you can tell me that will convince me that is acceptable. Nothing you can tell me to justify that. I don't even think adults should do it, but that's my personal stance. But adults are more than capable of making a decision. I just add the stipulation that it needs to be a informed decision. Kids, on the other hand, I'm struggling to think of something they can consent to. I'm having trouble thinking of even one thing. Even one. It is absolutely insane. Just how we've come to even allow this. God.
they don't believe it. Many of these liberals, they'll tell you it's not happening. But you and I know that it is happening, and regardless of whether or not it is massively widespread, it's just one issue where we look at Democrats as disingenuous. Now, the Republican Party certainly has its rifts.
True. That is true, actually. Like, even the Republicans have their problems, but the whole butchering of kids, that's just one of his, that's just one issue out of many. That's among the more serious problems.
Right now, particularly over the Iran war, with most Republicans being in favor of it, but independents pulling away. This is bad news for Republicans who don't want to admit they are losing independent voters over this, and they need to pitch them better. If you simply just believe you guys are winning because the Republican Party is unified around Trump, you're going to lose the midterms. I suppose the reality is Trump has already resigned himself to losing this midterm, so he's saying rally support from the base, get as much done as he can, and then, come November, Democrats take the House and potentially even the Senate. It looks...
This is one of the reasons why I turn to Tim Pool all the time. Like, he's not afraid of calling out both sides. This is what we need way more of, by the way. This is what we need way more of. Folks like Tim over here. We need more of this. You've got to be more than willing to calling out your own side. Otherwise, you trap yourself in an echo chamber. Well, not just calling out your own side, but also listening to the other side.
like the prediction markets are suggesting Democrats will take both the House and the Senate, which is rather shocking. And I don't know if it's absolutely going to be true. There was a period where it was looking like Republicans would actually win, but welcome to a midterm year, my friends. If Illinois suggests anything, it suggests that Republicans actually will lose, but it's not going to be that bad because the winners on the Democratic side are going to be a bit more moderate. Now, as I already mentioned, a bit more moderate may not be enough for the average voter. And thus, so long as the Democrats have embraced what we would describe as woke policies like racial segregation in universities, which is a big issue, and teaching children about adult activities, you may...
Doing that, I don't care where you stand, jail sentence. Without a doubt, just slam the book right down on them. Anyone doing that, you belong in jail. Full stop. That's unacceptable. I'm sorry, but it is. There are some things that kids should not be around, and certain adult activity or adult subject matter like that, that's one of those things that kids need to be as far away from as humanly possible. I could just go into a digression on why that's a huge problem, or where that problem is even coming from. And I probably will at a later time, because, my God, it's a serious problem.
I actually still find people like me, we're not getting back on board with the Democrats. And of course, as you know, I'm from Illinois. I'm from Chicago, and my neighborhood voted for Donald Trump in 2024. Now, let's break down exactly what is going on. We've got big shifts, even with, in the Republican Party, the Turning Point chapter, I believe is in Arkansas, has rebranded and denounced Turning Point as essentially abusing Charlie Kirk's name. This matters because with the attacks on Turning Point and Erica Kirk, this is the organization that got young...
Abusing Charlie Kirk's name? Are you serious? This is the first I've heard of this. I'm not saying that in a challenging way. I don't doubt you, Tim, but this is the first I've heard of this. What's that your functioning point?
People out to vote. It now seems, at least to a certain degree, crippled. And the news is not good. This won't bode well for Republicans, my friends. But let's jump into the news. Before we do, make sure you guys head over to timcast.com and join our Discord community. Tens of thousands of people meeting up every day to share ideas, to build new projects, to teach and to learn. And there's morning shows, after shows, evening shows.
After shows. Yeah, I know the accent, so after shows. Yeah, the after shows tend to be pretty good as well.
You also, as a member of the Discord, get to call in to the uncensored portion of Timcast IRL Monday through Thursday at 10 p.m. But more importantly, community is our strength. You need to network with people.
Absolutely.
That's the truth and power. When we come together, we can do amazing things. If you want to support the work we're doing here today and the work that I do every single day, then please become a member to make this possible and get involved. Do it for yourself. Here's a story from Axios. The squad left suffers complete wipeout in Illinois. The left suffered a virtually total collapse in the Illinois Democratic congressional primaries on Tuesday night, even in races where the AIPAC-backed candidate lost. I love how they have to throw that in there because you can't squeak by, right? You gotta say it. It's a bad sign for the dozens of insurgent Democrats.
And leaving that bit out would have made them seem way worse than they actually are. Not saying something. That is saying something because they're already bad enough as it is. But leaving that out would have made them seem worse. Like they're trying to hide something.
Running in congressional races across the country, both in open seats and as primary rivals to older, more establishment-oriented incumbents. It's great news for House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries, who is most popular among the moderate and mainstream liberal wings of his party. Most of the Democratic House candidates who have refused to commit to supporting Jeffries for leader or speaker are leftist insurgents, and I would just love to see them go. Kat Abugazela, Abugazela? I hope I'm pronouncing that right.
But I think it's possible. I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce that. I'm gonna be real. It might be that you're pronouncing it right. I don't know. Is it Abugazela? Is it?
Left-wing influencer and journalist backed by Justice Democrats and the Sunrise Movement lost to Evanston Mayor Daniel Biss in the closely watched race in Illinois' 9th District. Biss and Abugazela were both opposed by AIPAC, whose proxy, Elect Chicago In, spent millions in support of pro-Israel State Senator Laura Fine,
Elizabeth.
who came in third. But AIPAC pivoted in the final week of the campaign to focusing its fire on the more pro-Palestinian Abugazela than Biss.
Viewers,
Was backed by the Congressional
+1,
Progressive
alarm
Caucus
clock 20 minutes and 55 seconds.
and Senator Elizabeth Warren. Another AIPAC affiliate,
Oh God, Elizabeth Warren was particularly bad. Oh my lord. That's not a name I would rather remember, I'm gonna be honest.
Chicago Progressive Partnership ran ads painting Abugazela as a closet Republican and boosting a lower
I'm sorry, what? A closet Republican? Because he's moderate? Are you serious? And they call MAGA a cult. I mean, come on, dude. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard, and that's saying something. Because I've heard some pretty stupid shit. Closet Republican. Get that out of here, man.
tier leftist in the race, Bushra Amawala. A similar story played in the 8th District, where progressive Junaid Ahmed lost to moderate former Rep. Melissa Bean, the pick of both AIPAC and crypto and AI-affiliated PACs. This is wild. Unlike Abugazela, however, Ahmed was supported by both
Yeah, this is incredibly wild shit.
CPC and Warren, as well as Justice Democrat Senator Bernie Sanders and a local Democratic Socialists of America chapter.
Justice, quote unquote. Yeah. Justice Democrats. I don't see anything even remotely to do with socialism as just. I'm gonna be 100%.
In Illinois' 2nd District, progressive State Senator Robert Peters came in a distant third behind AIPAC-backed Cook County Commissioner Donna Miller and former Rep. Jesse Jackson Jr. And in the 7th District, CPC-backed Labor leader Anthony Driver Jr. and progressive organizer Keena Collins finished 3rd and 4th. The race was won by State Rep. LaShawn Ford, who edged out AIPAC-backed Chicago Treasurer Melissa Conyers-Ervin. Life looks pretty good, AIPAC said in a post on X, boasting that Illinois voters rejected far-left would-be squad members who centered their campaigns on attacking Israel. On the 9th District, they said in another post, while disappointed Laura Fine didn't prevail, the pro-Israel community is proud to have helped defeat would-be squad members Kat Abugazela and Bushra Amawala. Left-wing groups focused.
Say what you will about Benjamin Netanyahu, but honestly, I can't stand people who say that Israel doesn't even have the right to exist. It's a country. I've even seen people call Israel a terrorist cell, which is not even remotely close to the truth. It's a country, not an ideology. I mean, if you got a problem with the parliament there, that's all well and good, but honestly, it's flush to try to say that another country doesn't have the right to exist. It's completely fucked. I don't care what country you're talking about. A country has an inherent right to exist.
On the money spent by AIPAC and AI and crypto-affiliated PACs, also noting that many of the ads those groups ran touted the more moderate candidates as progressive fighters while trying to undermine the left-wing bona fides of their leftist rivals. We have the story from the Daily Mail, which lays it out in a little bit of a different way. Woke Democrat 26 who can't get out of bed in time for meetings loses primary to professor accused of inappropriate relationship by former student. Man.
Man.
Well. What interesting
That is fucking brutal. That is brutal. Okay. Vote Democrat 26 who can't get out of bed in time for meetings. That is a zinger. That's an absolute zinger. I never thought I'd be praising Daily Mail, but holy god. That's as much of a zinger as Peter Darker. Holy cow. That's fucking gold.
Interesting times are these. But I think it gets laid out pretty well by Angela Vander Plume on X, who says Kadu Bugazela loses Illinois 9th, Junaid Ahmed loses Illinois 8th, Keena Collins loses Illinois 7th, Joey Rusevich loses the 6th, Robert Peters the 2nd, progressivism loses in every race in Illinois, followed by a ha 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 ha. Guys, I'm just going to say it. I'm biased. I'm absolutely biased. I long for a Democratic Party of moderates. That's really, really it. I do. I love it when, like I sit down with...
That's another point I have to give Tim. He's at least willing to acknowledge his own bias. That's not something a lot of people can say, unfortunately.
And, conservative individual. We disagree on things. Glenn Beck, I always had this conversation with Glenn Beck where I had a more traditional Democrat, like 90s view of abortion. It's wrong. It shouldn't be used as contraception. There are certain circumstances where it's going to have to be up to the woman and the doctor, but I do think it's wrong. And Glenn Beck, the more, well, no, I'm pro-life. I don't think we can allow this. And we overwhelmingly agree. We just kind of view it in a different way. I love that we're Americans, we love America, we want this country to do better. We disagree on some things. I would love it if we had a Democratic Party that was basically like that. We're all friends, we get along, we disagree on some things. Instead, what we've had for a long time...
That's not where we're at, unfortunately, and I unfortunately cannot see it coming back, especially after the assassination of Charlie Kirk. He was the one bridge who was fighting tirelessly to unite both sides. I just can't see it ever happening ever since the assassination of Charlie Kirk. And I don't mean to sound like a black pillar, but I just gotta say it as it is.
Time is, well, you've got MAGA Republicans that largely want this country to be what this country was. I'm sorry, in the 90s. Donald Trump is basically like a Bill Clinton-esque, like, politician. His policies are very reminiscent of the 90s Bill Clinton. And so a lot of these working class individuals who vote for him want that moderate world back. They want secure borders. They want American manufacturing. None of that is controversial. But when you look to the progressive Democrats, you don't get any of that. Now, Nate Silver says there's plenty of appetite for progressivism within the Democratic electorate, but the very online version of it doesn't really travel well. Indeed, I agree, because Daniel Biss, as he's highlighting, is not a moderate. He's just not one of these wackaloons who goes and fights with ICE. Maybe he does, I don't know, but I didn't see that. And Kadu Bugazela, while many people are pointing out that, in fact, she would have won, progressives would have won, but Laura Fine and Kadu Bugazela split the vote. I don't know that I necessarily believe that, because I do believe that AIPAC, as they pointed out, wanted Laura Fine, but believe whatever you want, I suppose. And we've got it right here from Robbie Suave. The left says Kadu Bugazela lost because she was too moderate Democrat, and the moderate Dems think she lost because she's too left. You've got this from Ryan Grimm, quoting another tweet where Ettinger says, wow, infuriating.
It's going to be harder and harder to tell, but the more that comes out, honestly. And where am I at? 10:25? Closing into like a half an hour now. I don't know, maybe I'll do 10 more minutes on this topic.
We all know whose fault this is for not dropping out. That's right, Laura Fine for not allowing Kat to consolidate the pro-war vote. Huh? Then you've got Ryan Grimm saying...
I'm sorry, what? Not dropping out. Laura Fine for not allowing Kat to consolidate the pro-war... I'm sorry, what? How do you blame someone for that?
You cannot consolidate the progressive vote today while saber-rattling war with China. That era is over. You then have Alex Colston saying, the one constructive thing I will offer is that I simply think if you're going to take on the Democratic machinery from the left, you have to be unapologetic and politically coherent without trying to pander and triangulate yourself into vague half measures, blah, blah, blah. Tim Miller says, Kat Abou-Gazela lost because she wasn't unapologetically leftist enough.
This is the biggest problem. We're honestly, the party's gone way too far left as it is. This is the problem with the party. They've gone too far left as it is. And you're complaining that she's not unapologetically leftist enough? Dude, get the fuck out of here with this nonsense. We're already way too far as it is. You want someone to be even further? That's insane. Absolutely insane. We're trying to return to normalcy. We're trying to return to sanity. And this is not that.
Is the type of take you can only really get cooked up on. X.com. Never change. My, oh my. Well, let me play you this clip from CNN, which breaks down exactly why Kat Abou-Gazela and the progressives lose. Let me put it simply for you. Do you think, honest question, and you guys can comment below, non-citizens who entered the country illegally, you see I'm being generous here, should get access to public funding for medical benefits? I know most older people are going to be like, my benefits are already low. Why should we give them to people who aren't citizens? But listen to this.
Everyone deserves health care.
Even illegals?
Every single person in the world deserves
Just for the record,
healthcare.
as a candidate, you're for illegal
People need health care, but from their own respective countries. Not illegals. Not those who are here illegally. Why the fuck should we put them?
aliens getting Medicaid.
I think everyone in the world deserves
That's a
health
yes.
care.
That's a yes.
Why can't you answer the question? Are you for or against illegals getting benefits from our dime? Like, just answer the question directly.
I mean,
That's a Democratic
it
position.
is a yes, but
It's a Democratic
Everyone in the
position.
world
Illegal
deserves
aliens should
healthcare.
get Medicaid.
But I mean,
How is this controversial?
but
How is that controversial? Guys, I am in favor of what I describe as universal basic health care. Let me explain what that means. I differentiate it from universal health care because some things can't be treated. That's why it doesn't make sense, right? Somebody's got this rare form of cancer and you're like, we're going to put him in medical care for eternity and spend millions of dollars on this, but they're not going to make it anyway. Now, I understand that's...
Plus, medicine is a finite resource. I know some people don't want to hear that, but let's be 100% honest. Medicine is a finite resource. And, oh, pardon me. Yeah. Medicine is a finite resource. That's just one of the main reasons why universal healthcare just can't work. As good as it sounds on paper. It also cannot be considered a right because of that. Something that is very finite cannot be considered a human right. Especially if it requires the labor of someone else. Internet shouldn't be a human right as much as we depend on it. We're way too dependent on it as it is, says the VTuber. But you get what I'm laying out. Hopefully you smell what I'm stepping in. We're just way too dependent on the internet as it is. Like, we're all just collectively running away, watching the next dopamine hit on YouTube or TikTok because we're rapidly losing attention span. Like, 10 seconds over. Yeah, that was good 10 seconds of my life. Next. 20 seconds of cat. Okay. 20 seconds of cat. Cute. Next. By the way, that's political opinion. I'm gonna spend 20 seconds talking about blah blah blah. Okay, interesting. Next. 4 seconds of cat. Okay, next. Ice cream. Yay. Next. 2 seconds. Hi. Bye. Next. Actually, Vine. Those were literally 6 seconds. 6. That's all you had on Vine. I'm glad that's gone, by the way. Cringe, cringe, cringe.
Sad, okay? I understand that we don't want people to die, but we can't cure literally every disease or ailment. It's just not possible. That being said, there are stories of people who died because they didn't have insulin or because they got the flu, and that's crazy. We can do it. We can make it work. Now, I'll admit, budget-wise, it's extremely difficult, and I don't know that it's actually possible. I would more say I'm in favor of a system by which, at least right now, we come together, we explore the possibility. Can we, if somebody has, diabetes and they're dying, can we provide for them insulin? I understand that at a certain point, the scale becomes so massive that you're providing medications for literally everybody. The question is the treatment cheap enough so that it's negligible? Because I got to be honest, the idea of
Instead, what we really should be doing is eliminating the need for it altogether. Like trying to get people to need the doctor the least amount as possible. Prevention is way better than any cure. Well, trust me on this, I know. Especially someone who had a bad drug addiction growing up. I'd rather have prevention than a cure.
someone dying because they didn't have a couple $100 for insulin horrifies me. And I would gladly give the money to somebody who said, please, I need a couple $100 to live. I'd be like, yes, done, no problem. I don't want to force people to do it, but the issue that I largely have with universal healthcare is morbid obesity, laziness, unhealthy behavior, smoking, drug abuse, etc. So I don't want to pay for those things. That
Tim nailed it. Like, why the fuck should we have to pay for those things? It doesn't make any sense. Especially smoking, where that actually does a lot of damage to your lungs that cannot be recovered from. I'm glad I'm not a smoker. I'm just gonna say that I know. Which may probably explain why my lung capacity is so good. Shameless brag, by the way. But seriously though, that is for that reason why I'm glad I'm not a smoker. And frankly, I don't want that shit near me. Just getting that out there. Just getting that out there.
That's where the issue comes in. So how about this? Universal basic health care. We're not going to cover the cost of advanced diseases that are rare and hard to treat, but if you break an arm, we'll set it. If you have the flu, we'll give you Tamiflu. If you submit to yearly physicals and maintain proper health markers. How does that sound? But anyway, I digress.
I think that's pretty reasonable. Get a yearly checkup, see how you're doing. That's pretty reasonable, actually. Granted, I just said that you want to eliminate the need to go to a doctor as much as possible, but a yearly checkup is more than reasonable.
That's my opinion. And the reason I bring it up is because if a Democrat came out and said, this is the system I want to strive for, I know it'll be difficult to fund, but I'd like to have those negotiations, I'd be like, thank you, that sounds reasonable. Instead, we get this.
How is it controversial?
How is it controversial if they don't want someone to die in the hospital because they can't afford
Who
it?
do you think pays for health care when undocumented people show up at a hospital?
Can we stop calling them undocumented people? They are illegal aliens. Some, not, okay, quite a few of them are invaders, yes. But let's stop calling them undocumented. They are illegal aliens. Frankly, they are people that shouldn't be here in the first place. And an alien refers to someone who's an unknown, by the way.
Who pays for that?
We all pay for it.
Exactly.
Including
I mean, we all
undocumented
pay
people
for
because
it.
they actually contribute.
That's the point. That's the point.
We do realize that undocumented.
This is CNN. They're supposed to be news. They're supposed to be moderate. When someone goes to a hospital and they get treated and don't pay for it, it jacks the price up for everybody else, and our healthcare system is completely broken. So no, we cannot guarantee the labor of individuals, specialists nonetheless, nurses and doctors, to individuals who just showed up here illegally when our own people are struggling with it. You know what? This is what I'm talking about with like 90s era's Clinton. Close the border down, right? We allow for legal immigration at controlled rates to make sure that we're not flooding the zone and hurting resources that we need for our brothers and sisters, our citizens, and then maybe we can pull it off.
Who pays for the welfare system in this country?
But not until we can control who enters or who's allowed to enter. Not until we can actually do that. Because there are some people we just cannot allow in. That's based off of criminal history and whatnot. How beneficial is your labor going to be to the country? How much are you going to pay into the system? Because if it's not going to be a net positive, you should not be allowed in. I don't give a damn who you are. I don't give a damn where you're from. But you have to be a net positive for the country. I'm hell-bent on proving to Japan that I'm not going to be a burden to them. How did I get so many snoozes? I'm not playing. Anyway, I'm hell-bent on proving to Japan I'm not going to be a burden to the system. So I can actually be welcomed by the Japanese people, and the Japanese people would actually be happy I'm there. I'm going to be a benefit to their culture. I'm going to add to just... I want to contribute to the system. I don't want to take from the system, like, at all. I'm going to contribute to it. Give in more than I receive. Because maybe that way I can contribute to the Japanese economy and everything. And be a benefit to Japanese culture. By being culturally Japanese. I'll never racially be Japanese. But I digress. If you can't be a net positive, you shouldn't be here. Oh, and if you're going to another country, you have to assimilate. Culture, police, the whole enchilada.
I want to
Generally,
remind
taxpayers.
you, and perhaps,
Are you for it or not?
Can I start my logic train?
Are
with
you for it or not?
My logic train starts with
Just-
the fact
just
that
say
I don't
yes.
want to kick 11 million people off
Do you
of
want
Medicaid.
the illegal aliens on or not?
Do I want first of all, do I want undocumented citizens to have
say
health care?
yes.
The answer is yes.
That's kind of... This guy pisses me off. Undocumented citizens. Shut the fuck up. If you're undocumented, you're not a
Fevered F.
citizen.
Said hey, how'd you Nikki go after I left?
Fever, welcome. Thank you for joining the broadcast. How's it going, buddy? And alright. Got a bit tired after that, so I kind of went to bed early. But yeah, come on, dude. If you're undocumented, you're not a citizen. And if you're a citizen, you're not undocumented. That is such a contradictory bullshit term, and I wish these people would stop using it. If you're undocumented, you're not a citizen. This is absolutely fucking insane.
Scott,
Okay.
if someone is
More
undocumented,
Democrats.
do you want them to not get insulin if they're diabetic?
I want Medicaid to exist first and foremost for American citizens who need it. That is what I
What
want.
about second? How about this? When the people that are
passionate.
picking your peaches.
I'm going to say it very, very simply for all of you. If you came to me and said, here is an illegal immigrant, he has entered the country illegally, intentionally breaking your laws, and we are now going to put him in line to receive medical benefits, I would say, take him off, place him on a plane, and send him home.
That, yes. Absolutely, yes. And I'm gonna be 100% honest. My produce, I want to grow and pick myself. Like, I want to actually go out of my way to grow my own produce, and I want to be the one that harvests it. I don't think I'd trust anyone else to harvest my produce. Not even my own girlfriend. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I'd rather harvest my own produce. Yeah, I didn't even go that far. I wouldn't want my girlfriend to harvest my produce. I want to do that myself.
That is mercy. The idea that you would have an American citizen die of diabetes, which has happened from complications due to diabetes, so they can't get insulin, and then argue that illegal immigrants should deserve that is shocking to me, and that is controversial.
Yeah, I'm passionate about
Very
Americans.
passionate for the illegals.
Bakari,
No, I'm passionate for
how
Americans.
dare you want people to be alive? How dare you?
Passionate for the illegals. Bring more.
No, I actually want safe and secure borders.
You need more. To make your vision of America work, we need more illegals who get more benefits. That's your version of America.
No, what I want from America is a place that was promised to us, Scott.
To the illegals?
Like you do. No, it was promised to us. It was promised to us,
who?
not us, me
By
and
who?
you, black and white, brown. Scott, do you think that your family was
You were
born
born
here?
here.
You weren't born here, Scott.
I was born in
First of all,
Dawson
where does your family come from? My family wasn't born here. My family was actually from Sierra Leone.
You're making
Scott,
you're
no,
making
I'm making it.
This is the insanity of the Democratic Party, and that CNN is trying to entertain this as though it's middle of the road is absolutely insane. It absolutely insane. Scott Jennings, the mask came off last night. Scott is the moderate in this situation. The moderate. He's not arguing for anything crazy or fringe or far left or far right. He's just saying Medicaid should be for American citizens. In fact, the more conservative position would probably be that we should cut the benefits to Medicaid because it creates a welfare system that's a problem. The middle of the road, the moderate position is just have it for Americans. And this is the problem that I have. The argument presented by these progressives, and again, this is not Kat Ubugazela, but she was in that, that's why I bring it up, is that we were not from here. Well, let me tell you, I'm from here.
I'd rather the government be out of our system entirely, but at least be middle of the road and say it should be for our American citizens who are paying into the system, and therefore they're the ones who should be benefiting from it. I've already spent a lot of time on this, so you kind of get the point. Well, I guess we should start with the game. This was requested by JSK. By the way, just getting out there. Oh, sweet. I kind of forgot these were added as icons for my Galaxy 2. Rosalina! Space Lantern for later! Yeah, we're doing regular mode. We're doing regular mode. Screw assist. Wait, I've seen a video going over a comic where Galactic Guardian Rosalina has had her hair covering her eye because of one of her pupils are bigger. I don't believe that, honestly. That's what I've been trying to. That's what I've been trying to kind of get on camera, but I guess you can kind of see the eye there. I don't believe that one of her pupils are bigger. Let's do this! Now, let me tell you a news story that begins with Stardust. Shimmering Stardust falls on the Mushroom Kingdom once a century. The time has come again. Would you like to share some cake with me and watch the shooting stars? Meet me at the castle. Peach. Peaches, 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 peaches. No. No, we're not doing that. Like, usually I prefer to play 1 first, but you guys came through requested this, so. Actually, hang on. Let me make sure he knows that I'm doing it live. We do that. Okay. It's been a hot minute since I played Mario Galaxy 2 specifically. Yeah, it's been a while since I played Mario Galaxy 1 even. That's when my gameplay could carry over to Session Low. You know, I'm not as well versed as some of the tricks of the trade as I am in Galaxy 1. Sorry, I don't speak PlayStation. Was he lost? Seems like a kind of Mario. You know that? We got the ability to spin. Spin! Get a spin! Triangle, triangle, Okay, he can actually speak standard there. Thought something at least. Okay, get as much candy as possible. Just gonna get as much sugar as possible. Get diabetes off her stuff. I meant to kill after complaining about diabetes and shit like that. Well, how many mushrooms did Bowser over here eat? Fuckers too. Okay, how did Bowser not crash his way to the castle? What the fuck is that castle made of? You're too late, Mario. The pilot star's already mine. Look at those I got. What a surprise. What a fucking surprise. I'm here! That's what she said. You scared close, huh? Maybe I'll have Peach make me something for once. I could go for a galaxy-sized slice of cake right now. I'm way too huge for this puny planet. I deserve an empire that's more me size. I put it right in the center of the universe. Have fun with your stupid mushrooms. Bowser, you shouldn't badmouth the mushrooms. You look high enough on them enough as it is. Like in Galaxy 1 though. We can break these immediately. Yeah, what about me about it? I'm too busy following. Personally, I don't see it benefit doing that. Yeah, because utils aren't gonna do anything about it. Mayo, where did that monster come from? Take the princess to the center of the universe. You must hurry and save her. Oh, Master Luma Luma. Master Luma Luma. Did you get overthrown or two? Good thing you're safe. I see, so you're gonna stay in Mario's path. I should be safer now. But Mario, you have other things to worry about, like saving the princess. But how? Yeah, I get it. You know what's gonna help a little too. That's thanks for saving our friends. They'll save you in space. Get that monster. Now, let's go! And boom! I'd rather just take the controller. PB Primus Tip Game. I know some skips. Yeah, some Luma's helpful on the way. Like that. Like you're supposed to go on the other side of the planet. Like full line. Like just flip and skip that portion entirely. May not be the best move in the world, but hey. I'm gonna utilize as much skips as I possibly can to get to this area. Or get through the get through the game. Get as much as I can done. I'm also gonna try not to skip over too many star points. I'm especially gonna need them for the hungry Luma. Hungry Luma. Alright, there's you. One of the easier ones to tackle, at least in this game. As for you, give me your Starbits. The Starbitties. Yeah, I could have just done that right from the jump. Right from the jump. Alright, over here. One of the easier bonus rooms. Typically these are very time limited, you can only spend so much time in them. And there's plenty of time left over to get. I fucked this in. I got all coins but one. That's my comfort assist. Popping out. Big conversation. I need to get that problem taken care of. I need to get that problem taken care of. So that's been happening quite a bit off, lately. Pulled it off. He still got it. Okay, that's how you're supposed to get to that 3 star. Only because I missed the timing of that larger one. Ah, damn it! Fucked up there. I totally fucked that up. There's a certain special challenge video that Mario Galaxy 2 never seemed to get a win on. That's how many games can you clear without touching so-and-so color? Is it necessary? No. Man, there's a lot of shit that really isn't necessary. But we do them anyway. Just 'cause it's fun. I mean, special challenges kind of force you to think about different situations in completely different ways. I mean, hell, the Danger Mario strat for one, like Super Mario. Again, I could ignore these doctors, but I need to stop it! I need a tasty! Oh, wait. Got it. I almost skipped that. There we go. Boom. Okay, realistically, that would not work. Okay, at least I was able to somewhat speedrun that fight. Even if I didn't necessarily speedrun the level, I still got a lot of work to do if I'm gonna ever speedrun this. I have a lot of work I need to do to get good. Not that I'll ever be world record worthy. I know that. Keep in mind, realistic.
Oh, yeah.
So you're the Mario guy. My little Luma won't stop blabbing about him, am I right? Sorry to hear that about the excitement you had with that Bowser monster down in the Mushroom Kingdom. I sure appreciate you bringing us this Power Star, though. We need as many of these as we can get. My name's Luma, by the way. I'm the head honcho of this Luma crew. See, believe it or not, we're on a spaceship right now. Took some real animal grease to convert this little planetoid into a ship, but we Lumas pulled it off. May not look like much, but it's home. Truth be told, this ship, she's not in such hot shape right now. You ended that Bowser monster too. He blasted us with meteors, and some of my crew were thrown overboard. So that Bowser monster kidnapped your Peach Princess, huh? That's cool. Deep space cold, if you ask me. I'm not a fan of how this is structured. I mean, kill the icon and then kill the word. That leads to very poor sentence structuring. Just, my god. You know what else is cool? That Bowser monster is chilling right every. That's one of our star power source. See, that's our fuel. Our spaceship runs on energy from stars. Without that, we're stranded here. Ayo! Is that Luma? Is that Luma, young Master Luma? It is, isn't it? Wow! Wait. If you had the trust of young Master Luma, so I might just have a little proposition for you. Hear me out. Your special someone got kidnapped. Now you gotta save her, am I right? Either that's right or a yes. Spoilers, we won't run into our special someone until long into the game. But that's right. And really beautiful ship. Now, if they can get some of those stars back for us, I'd be willing to make that ship your very own for a bit. Some exchange. Am I right, Mario? That's right. Alright, it's a deal. Okay, then. Let's get cracking, yeah? While everything's spaced up shape. Welcome to Starship Mario. Luma's crew rebuilt their spaceship to look just like Mario. Well, what do you think? Nice spaceship, yeah? More like a spaceship! Well, at least you'll never lose it in a parking lot, am I right? So, what's next? Tell me what me, the ship has your face on it, not mine, the decision is yours. Feel free to explore Starship Mario. Or take the help if you're ready to ship out. It's your call, Captain. Autosave. Yay. Man, fucking fantastic. Just makes everything autosave. Yay. What a great fucking invention. But I'm doing this live, so I guess it really doesn't matter in my case. That's all. My job is to take energy from each star and convert it into fuel. What happens when that fuel eventually runs dry? What are you gonna do then? Oh well. Actually, how long do power stars last? I don't think that's ever been established. Not even one time. So this is the roadmap. I'm not gonna lie, I kinda like, the Comet Observatory more than this. I'm gonna be honest, but this ain't exactly a deal breaker. Back to a sky station we go. Sky station. Sky station. Oh, God. That was absolutely horrendous. Okay, because I need more star bits, and the film is right. There you go. Gonna take out these goblins. Or get star bits knocked out of me. Okay, whatever. I gotta say, this music fucking slaps. Finn isn't at the same atmosphere as Maragon before, but it's still really good. But at the same time, there's something about Galaxy 2 that I don't drive, but we're not gonna get into that until much later. It's something we're not gonna get into in this second mission. I can't aim this with a stick. There we go. Right. Okay, we actually can't do anything with that. There we go. Yeah, we know. Flip the controller. Flip the controller. Good.
At BBFerg7 said, "Oh,
BBFerg7, welcome to the Grand Broadcast. How's it going, buddy?"
At BBFerg7 said, "Got T."
Got what? I'm not sure what you were just saying there.
Jays Games 89 said, "Clost hi, I'm excited for this."
Yes, Games, welcome to the Grand Broadcast. How's it going, buddy? Uncover the Rainbow Star and end up not needing it for the conflict. I was able to use it for the Fungi Bill. Fungi!
Jays Games 89 said, "I'm doing well, I'm glad my PC didn't crash on me, I have fun today."
the Verdict Cross, I mean.
Jay's Games 89. Said I see you do discounts like I did.
Yeah.
Uwu underscore twan sweater. Said I see you do discounts like I did uwu.
Yeah, I figured it'd be... Yeah, I figured I could at least run a discount.
Jay's Games 89. Said Clost LOL.
You gotta love Uwu Twan Splatter. Okay, there we go. Gotta do this. Okay, at least I managed to grab everything this time. Huzzah! Now give me tasty, tasty diabetes. Okay, how shattering that glass with our head doesn't cut it at least? I don't know, honestly. Also, I'm kind of indifferent to needing a Summit Medal in order to get the Prankster comments up here. I'm a little indifferent to that much, but so this is a pretty good game. But I will say though, one thing I like is how they handle the
Jay's Games 89.
here.
Said are you playing Joy-Cons too?
No, I'm using the Pro Controller one. Not the Joy-Con 2. I just kinda like the feel of the Pro Controller more, I'm gonna be honest with you. And I'm honestly glad you can use a Pro Controller 1. Not necessarily have to have Pro Controller 2. But there you go. That's Baldwin. The brain's idea! I could have done that over here.
Jay's Games 89. Said I played it on Joy-Cons 2 to make it play like a Jay's Game 4 JSG Wii.
I guess that makes, I guess that's fair. Oh snap. I actually thought I could make that without getting hit by the punch, but nope. I hope us use that plant at the end of it and just break my way through that punch, but I was not fast enough. And like a wee. That makes sense.
Stream Elements.
But if we're honest,
Said the new merch is here,
Gyroscope-
PogChamp, check it out.
The gyroscope
https://merch.streamelements.com/+tcbmeverse.
the pointer. But again, the reason why it works so well on the Wii is because of the sensor bar. Add more of a focal point you could focus on. Where's that
Stream Elements said, want a great energy drink that'll get you going with low sugar and a great taste? Check out the Giga Chads at Advanced GG. Use Datady Memo 10 at checkout 4% 10 off, or click my link https://advanced.gg/discount/datadymemo10 ref =sign clause TCB.
Girlfriend mode.
Jays Games 89
Yasky.
said, I don't have to deal with censor bar for this game.
I honestly think Sensor Bar fits this kind of game way better. With the gyroscope over the remote, I'm always having to recenter the pointer. Never had that problem on Wii. But then again, I'm glad to be able to play this game again.
Jays Games 89 said, there times it doesn't sync well.
Huh. Never had that problem. Get over here, Magical Fun. Bye! I got the Yossi! Is that me? I was trying to save my friends and I got turned into an egg and trapped. I know she came up. Come on, hop on my back. Alright, now as for the comet pod, it should be somewhere here. Yep, sure enough, there it is. Huzzah! Yum, delicious. Eat up, Yoshi. I know peaches aren't your favorite fruit, but they're still good. I don't give me some pieces actually once I'm trying to get my comfort situation was resolved. Yeah, I just have peaches. I know I'm gonna get everything, so I'm just gonna put it alive. And get as much points as I can. Okay, I'm amazed I got that much. Okay, I'm gonna be real, I'm amazed Yoshi can eat that much. But then again, I am also amazed Yoshi can eat a Pokey and not have it tear up his inside. Or literally anything. No, it's not anything. Of course, the first time I rolled a die, I gotta go back. Because of because raisins. Oh. That's an example as to what I was talking about. Alright, that's another example. Just being able to beat shit that's sharp and pointy and not sharp as inside. Well, I guess really speaking, the sharp bit of that plant is working off. They didn't really see that. It's been a hot mess I played my Galaxy 2 specifically. Is it? So you can eat with the Yakuza. Probably not. Yeah, I mentioned this here before, but I've been playing Mario Wonder on my own time. Yeah, I was on your live stream and I mentioned this. Puzzle stage 2 was a big and a half, but I managed to pull it off.
Jay's Games 89 said I'm excited for Wonder next week.
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I'll be able to join you until I can get the DLC. Yeah, it's $20, so. And then right now I'm only borrowing the game for this one. Huzzah! Yep. Actually, hang on. Let me get that. I don't know what the point of that second flower is. I don't know why that's there. Second, I can now advance. Say, I don't need to pry everything. Well, what's that thing over there? Let me be straight, pal. Are you hatching alien eggs now? Someone's never heard of a Yoshi. I guess, to be fair, Yoshi would be like an alien to him. We're gonna call the Hungry Lily. Looks like you found a Hungry Luma, Hungry Luma. I'll be punished like a starbit, cause those guys can eat. Yeah, we got what you need. Get what you wanted. And we got what we need.
Jay's Games 89. Said eat.
Yes, munch. Ooh, flip slap galaxy. Thank you for your sake. There is a special trick. You can use those panels to send you flying, but I can get that down. Right, those only flip me spin. Short answer, no. I'm letting go some Starbase, but nah, whatever. Really thinking before you're shaken. Oh, so you're gonna eat the last bacon. That's not something I don't think. Have fun perpetually following their compy. Of course. Oh. Okay. Nearly lost there. Damn it! I thought I said my bacon there, but I didn't. I instinctively stuck there, and that was a bad move. Alright, I forgot Galaxy, you don't have that dive move. Really bad move there. Really bad move. I should have just let Chumpy there fall. It has been a hot minute, like I said. However, when I do Fire Red, I'm gonna have a bit more to consider rather than my Pokemon, like abilities and whatnot. Because I will be doing that, absolutely. I could have. Yeah, whatever. Maybe look up how to do that trick again and grind that out on my own time. Oh, there's that feature of shame. Cosmic Rosalina. Use that feature, you end up getting a bronze star, which is not enough, which doesn't count for Crash. Even if I had done that spin, I still would have been screwed. Again, all tricks of the trade don't exactly carry over now, do they? Then again, as y'all take old tricks are the best tricks. Even if they don't necessarily work anymore. There we go, got it. You're about to start, buddy. No, the one thing in the galaxy cuter than one of those? Nothing, that's what. Did I give you on that one? Looks like that cute little critter must have tell you something. Actually, there is something that's way cuter than a Star Bunny. That is an adorable little Togepi! And I did a little digging on Fire Red and Leaf Green, by the way. You get access to the special events that initially happened when Fire Red and Leaf Green first came out, but unless you were at a specific
Hairless
area. Oh, for fuck's sake. Fucking bots. fucking god. Fucking hate bots. No button kick yet. Anyone bet that's gonna change in the next broadcast or so? Yeah. Maybe it is, but just not seeing the boss. Yeah, I'm not seeing the boss. I have to get here! Man, for the other limit ahead. Can't find him. Right, I can't let. Alright, yeah, I can't, but I just can't punch him off those. Alright. Okay, I didn't want to ground pound. There we go.
Wizbit said,
80.
Viewers, smiley face, alarm clock 1 hour 43 minutes and 27 seconds.
Yeah, I have a problem of not being able to, wall jump off of that. Have to do it normally. Then you would try tricks like that. Drill! Drill! Drill, baby, drill! Drill, baby, drill! Okay, that's enough. That poor Luma. I gotta admit. Okay, I don't necessarily need that, but I'll grab it. Wait up! Yeah. I just don't have my speed. Yeah, I don't have my spin because I'm too slow. Excuse me. Thank you. Rude Goomba. Alright, mini planetoid thing. Mini planetoid space. It gives me a lot of the money! Let me that seriously. Yeah! It's you, right? Like a new ship, it's called a Starstorm. We're jumping off soon! Oh yeah, I forgot to introduce myself. I found this nifty little head map. So I'm now the Toad Brigade Captain. There's a scary monster just past here, be careful. Yes, monster. It's a machine. It's 100% a machine. Give me a life form. Tasty. I'm not gonna need a thing, but hey. Right the hole. Luma beep, Luma pop, welcome to the Luma shop. This is an easy fight. It's ridiculously easy fight. Up. I said that and I failed the clock I hit. Why is this easy to counter his attacks? Easy like that. Unfortunately, I can't stop this ad, so... Ad coming in. Ad coming in a minute. So, you being a subscriber, you don't have to worry about it. You get your propaganda free viewing.
Jay's Games 89 said, and for those who's in Turbo, no ads.
Yeah, that's true. If you're a Turbo subscriber, you don't get any ads. That's also true. Oh, one of my little guys. One of my little
Jay's
guys.
Games 89 said, I hate ads.
Yeah, you and I both. I was wondering what happened to the little fella after he fell off. You built the ship to get back, huh? That's my crew for you. Oh, but those guys are friends of yours, right? Driving to that ship, you can get there, you put the work band. Hey, we got a luck, we're gonna... It's up. Stop it. Yeah, better than nothing. Much better than nothing. Going back to speed, dude. Get a speed, you dig? Well, let's start deep there. Deep down, you love the sauce. Yeah, okay, we got another custom phone. I guess technically speaking, we could take them out. Well, early on you can do that. Would I rather do that? No. I got stoplights for it. But later on, we're gonna be getting a lot of star points from them. Oh boy, I've already lost a lot of time. Nope, I couldn't do it. Hey, technically speaking, I got a prize. It's more of a consolation, but still. Knowing that I've got a ton of starbucks from them. Yeah, it's more of a consolation prize than anything else. Not the main prize I was planning for. But it is what it is. Ooh, okay. I nearly got zapped all my way there. Up. Hey, stop sleeping on the dock. Whoa, that's quite a heavy sleeper. Slept even through that. Just, wow. That's quite a heavy sleep forever. I see one. Bird blood. Look at so many people. Nice, so far so good. Dig here. I swear that got it. I swear that got us too. Actually, that got us around. Okay, not far enough. Here. There we go. Well, now, what do we have here? A spin draw, huh? That's for digging? There's don't go digging through the center of your face yet. Not your hair! A little bit of school, but not at school. Hey, I'm gonna get me some water right quick. I will be right back. Alright, I'm back. Oh wait, I gotta re-enable my... Gotta re-enable me. Okay, fine, we'll go around. Get it going! Get it going! Bring it around! Right side down. Right side down. Ugh. Breaking the laws of gravity. Are we committing gravity crimes? Sorry, I had to. So much delicious. Got it. Hey, come on. There we go. Got all the tricks of the trade, eh, JS Games? Sure, I can do it. Gizmo. I did it first try. Oh, thanks. That's great. Got it first try.
Jay's Games 89. Said Alipopov GG.
Arigato gozaimasu. Alright, that's not because I don't want to say it more than once. Dang, Toad wants to. I think that Toad over there wants to talk to you. He's got some info about Amiibo. Oh right, this version of the game has Amiibo functionality, right? I have a feeling something good may happen if you tap an Amiibo. Let me grab my Amiibo figures. Whoa. Being unwired, I gotta be a bit more careful.
Jay's Games 89. Said no more deliver bank unlike the original game.
I think you mean no more bank tone. Yeah. That's another thing that sucks about this version. But one thing that's cool though. Let me see if I can see if I can, there it is. I tap an Amiibo. Oh wait. There it is.
Jay's Games 89 said let's go.
That's my source of limitless Starbits. I can tap as much as I want. Get as much Starbits as I damn well please. However, if I take my, say for example, my lock ring amiibo, yeah, I will get, I thought it was a gun. Okay. Let's take my Joker amiibo, aka Akira Kurusu. No, I still get Starbits. It's not as much. Oh wait a minute, I saw the main star I need to collect. So I prefer Banto, especially owing to the fact that, well, it's a lot more speedrunner friendly.
Jay's Games
But it is what
89
it is.
said Alaputode.
Yep. Toad. Of course. Okay, fine. I'll wait there. Actually, could I have skipped that? Let me see. I'm way too curious now. Actually, no. I don't think I could have skipped that. Yeah, I'm trying to think of what can be skipped. I think I probably could have skipped that by a long jump. Speaking of shit that can be skipped. Yeah, I think I can skip that with a long jump. Actually, no. I don't think I can. Unfortunate. Okay. I didn't intend that, but that was cool. And again, if I was I probably would have said something like, "Don't fall any direction, the gravity is pulling you." Yeah, bombs remain instant death. Ah! Speaking of which, probably still instant death even with a held extinction. But again, how often do you ever run it? Actually, probably not. I ask if you run into held extinctions with a thwomp in that level, but no, I don't think you do. I think they went out of the way to prevent that from happening. On topic of thwomps, actually, I can't help but wonder if Crest from Cave Story was based on the design philosophy behind Thwomp. I mean, it's certainly possible. And that's what I wanted. Now I remember pulling off a specific skip in this area. Let's see if I can have a taste to pull it off. Again. After all this time. I used to enjoy doing this step, by the way. Did they pack that? Did they pack up the steps? They did, didn't they? Yeah, they did! Just about to go around those walls and everything. And bypass this area altogether. They backed it up on this version! No! That's fucking lame. Oh, wait a minute. Not necessarily true. That's what we call trick of the trade. We're making good time. We're making good time. Okay, if I remember correctly, there's a star here that requires 100, not 100 coins, but 80 or so coins to catch it. Ads in 5 minutes. Ads in 5 minutes. Okay, that was also good. I'm gonna double check this right here. 100. Yeah, I don't have that. I knew there's some ludicrous amount of coins, but wow. You need 100 coins to cure your famine. Okay, maybe not. Okay, that was 2 cards. I think famine would have affected more than just one. So maybe I should watch my words. Also, real quick, I never understood why water dissipated the cloud suit. I mean, when you really think about it, a cloud is really just a vessel for rain. And what is rain? Water. So why does water get rid of the cloud suit? That to make no sense. But then again, that's like asking why Yoshi completely dissipates in water in Smash Sunshine. Some things you just not meant to question. You're not gonna get it next. Wait, why are there supposed to be coins to grab? Ah, damn it! Ah. I'm gonna have to come back to this. I'm actually gonna have to come back to this. Yeah. Yeah, I anticipate on there. Okay, I actually thought I was gonna lose a little bit of star pick there. Not worried I was gonna take a hit, but rather I was worried I was gonna lose some star bits. You see a cosmic clone? I see mere star bits. Yeah, I don't even see him as entities. I see delicious star bits. Waiting for consumption. Okay. I will say though, there is one boss fight that is screwed over by the clouds too, and well, just it takes some of the fun out of it. And in a way, I kind of feel bad for that boss fight. I'm better off taking that. Yeah, I'm better off taking Starpits. No. There we go. Alright, fine. We can do it. We can do it. They'll do it. Hi, buddy. How's it going? Ah, it's you. Come from getting up here. You call me the gem. Seems like you may be worthy. High climbing rival. Hey there, Star. Talk later. See you around. We're gonna be seeing him more later. Well, we're definitely gonna be seeing him. We can advance, but we're not. Look at that! See, right back to some kind of bloody souvenir. The cloud flag? Wow, there's some weird stuff out there, huh? Oh, even this works. See, my Toon Link amiibo works. I mean, not Toon Link amiibo, but well, the amiibo that's supposed to go with Link's Awakening. Let me try Shulk. Yeah, even that gets the Starbit. should be an era that can easily accumulate more than 100 coins. Or at the very least, 100 coins. Okay, maybe if I switch here, no, these are carbons. Oh wait, there's a pipe right over here. Oh, I forgot how tight this timing is. I forgot how unforgiving of a time limit that is. Holy cow. I forgo. But that still means for 100 coins. Oh wait a minute. Okay, grab this just fine last time. And that's the end of that chapter. Shut up and take my money! No request. I'll make up people. Lovely Valentine's, I mean. Okay, see how far I can do. Okay, decently far. Okay, I can use up those and that one. Can I make it from here? Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Again, actually doing this the way that you're supposed to do it, it's pretty easy. Ta-da! And the unforgiving time limit to get those coins. That's the hardest part about it. Yeah, complete it at Yeah, completed World 1 as far as it can be completed right now. Bowser Jr.'s fiery flotilla. We're getting into boss fight. How do I remember in Japanese? Iki. That's Japanese for one. Iki. Our first enemy name. Others for their name. Come on, Poppy. I need your copyright man as well. I'm sorry, Dry Bones, did I pass you? Need this, huh? Hey, my dog's helping finish you off. Yeah, thanks so much for you. Yeah, I already got my ass burned enough getting here. Look how much dinner's on. Don't forget to protect your giant bulges. Hey, bud, do you want to shadow this for me? Thank you. 3. Now. I was hoping to avoid that, but okay, whatever. I typically find it easier to hit the later ones first, and then the early ones second phase. Because it's too easy, I imagine to win it, right? Because when he's moving fast, it tends to be way harder to hit the later ones. But we got the Granza. We got the Granza. Portal to the next world. Wow, look at that, you did it. You brought back a Grand Star. That's great, now we can use the power of the Grand Star to travel to another world. We're one step closer to retrieving your special one, buddy. So, through space and time, to an unknown world, we go. I'm giggling just thinking about it. Ready, coming? Take a good time, we should be able to do another. We should be able to do. We should be able to do another world within this time. Words, Klaus. Words.
You are made of stupid.
Wow, would you take a look at that? You found an entirely new world. Looks like there should be plenty of powers. Fire stars. Go ahead. Welcome out here, Captain. Ooh, puzzle plane. This one's interesting. Right, so let's stomp this in. How about a few starbits? If I recall correctly, this one also takes coins. Well, probably not. Boom! Okay. I don't remember what that one. Something I was. Maybe I was misremembering it. Confident that's sped up because you barely get any time to finish that. It's gotta be perfect fluid motion, otherwise. No, this one's definitely garbage. I know, I was right, one. No, that's totally right. I just want this barely towards the 80th time. Or does it? I recall them not giving you a lot of time for these. That's okay. Oh, right, 70 coins. Okay, got a little bit of coins here. A little bit of coinage. Okay, not what I need, but still. Oh, sweet! Got the coinage that I need. Hey, gimme, gimme, gimme. Yum, 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 yum. Find the tier. Very nice. Yeah, this is a boss fight that I got screwed over by the clown lover. But I was alluding to earlier. Big bad bugaboo. I'm sorry, but this boss fight is a little too easy for Cloud. See that? That's what I mean. This fight just got so... That guy just got so screwed. And it's not even funny. Hey, now there's... Looks like this view changes the road map. Let's go check it out. Yeah, I know, Pink Toad. That's so stupid. Grand World Map, blah 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 blah. I kinda don't need that right now. Okay, now to do this. Now to do the standard mission. Yeah, I'm not gonna bother. Yeah, I'm not even gonna bother with that. Adds in 5 minutes, by the way. Adds in 5 minutes. Right, do I know what you need? No, I don't. I just did that all together. Yeah, now without my comment medal. I guess you say I saw that coming. Ah, whoa, 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 whoa. I almost actually didn't make that. Nah, I can't run it. Hey, that's fun. Oh look, another recycled boss. That's okay back with you, right? So sorry, Neil. Yeah, we'll do that in a moment. I'm gonna stop playing for a bit. I'll be right back.